Okay, so what I want to show you today is how I am exporting multiple CSV files to generate my BOM um, without having to run the CSV file multiple times. I want to send my BOM straight to Excel, but I can't do multiple categories in the CSV export feature the way I can in the reports feature. And just to show you what I'm talking about, let's look at reports real quick. You'll see that I can have multiple categories listed in a PDF, but I can't do that in CSV. The CSV only lets me do one category at a time. And you'll see that here. You just can't do that. So you have to have a separate CSV report for every category that you want to push into your BOM. So I just built all my reports and then come down here to the end, and this is where most of the setup is going to be important. You have an option to use the drawing name and the extension to create the name of the file, the CSV file that it's going to put out. I'm going to push it out to the reports, to a reports folder. But my extension is going to be the name of the CSV and .csv. Using drawing name, I initially thought that that was the actual DWG name, and that's not the case. It's the drawing name from inside job info. So if your drafters don't fill out job info, it's not going to give you anything for that. And I'm going to delete that for an example. So let's run a CSV export just for an example real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and pick fittings because I know there's plenty of those in there. And again, it placed it in my report export folder. And fittings, so that's all I got. I don't know what file this CSV file is for. I've got lots of fittings, but I can't associate it with a job. I can't associate it with a drawing or sector or anything. So pretty much useless. So I was looking around on ExtraCAD and found a string that will take the name of the file and put it in the job name inside job info. So the beginning of this is looking for the name of the file, and the end is taking the last four digits or numerical values out of it because you don't need .dwg in your job info. And then this is my selection set, and then these are all my reports I want it to step through. Pretty straightforward. Not super incredible with lists. There might be a better way to do this, but it gets the job done for me. So let's run the command. My custom command is all report, and I'm going to select just we'll pretend like this is sector A. And what it's doing is it's generating the CSV files from inside that I've listed inside my command. There may not be something for that CSV file, so I'll just delete it. I can just step through all these real quick and see if there's something else. Yep, I need to delete that one. And just check them all out real quick. Okay. So now I need to combine all these CSVs into one accessible Excel file. So I'm going to select them all, open, and it's going to open all of these CSV files inside of one Excel session. And I can just drag and drop these tabs into one file. Just do that over and over again until I have them all in one Excel file. I'm going to put this on pause. Okay, so I've combined them all, put all the tabs into one Excel file. That took about 30 seconds. I didn't want to have you to sit there and watch all that. So now I can come in and just clean all this up, make a change to what kind of pipe I'm looking for, things like that. What I do like to be able to do is I can sort and combine all my fittings. Makes it easier to read. And I can do this, or purchasing can do this, or whoever's interested in looking at these files can do whatever manipulation they want to do. Add to it, subtract, you name it. It makes it so much easier to edit a BOM than through the regular reports feature, because it sends it to a PDF. I've exported my PDF to Excel, and I've not really been very pleased with the results. One thing in this format, you cannot have multiple tabs and a CSV file at the same time, so you have to do a save as and change your extension to an Excel file. And I can just rename this to, we'll say that's sector A, and we'll put the BOM here on the end. Hit save, and there you go. Pretty easy. The end result is really what I'm looking for, is having an easy platform to modify my BOM. What you don't get is you don't get the fancy title bar across the top. Most of that information can be found in the name of the Excel file. If you really want it, you can make a template and just copy and paste it into your files. But most of the time this is all kept in-house, and the purchasing isn't necessarily looking to be impressed by a nice title bar, so not that big a deal if you ask me. So hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions.